5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back, everyone, as we kick the best of ones and get ourselves into some best of threes. Lacoste, we're ready. Lower bracket time.
It is time. OG, sadly, for OG and their fans, they lost that game. I had enough time to actually go into the game and see that that lone druid was farmed out of his mind at one point, but couldn't.
10 seconds.
I mean, he was like 20k, everyone else was like 14 or something.
Yeah.
OG couldn't cut it against Vici Gaming. But we'll head into the draft now as they face off against Effect. Effect, who lost to Liquid, the game we did cast. Liquid, pretty standard execution. They, just took care of business, honestly. Effect had some moments.
Yeah, they're
decent draft, but
10 seconds remaining.
they weren't quite there.
They did the Disruptor, Naga, Meteor, Hammer combo, but other than that, I was not impressed. Maybe they have a better chance against OG. We'll see. Seems like Team Effect took 2 new players. Might need some time to actually get the chemistry going, even though a lot of them have been playing together previous teams.
It's that gelling of a team, isn't it?
Well, it needs some time. Some of the players kick in pretty quickly, but they need everyone to get on the same page, get the same way of thinking, what the objectives are, attitude, positive.
Especially when you have a player like Kuman, right? Like top 20, top 10 even in the EU leaderboards. He's very high up on the MMR anyway. In that game up against Liquid, he looked good, but he didn't look exceptional with his team, right? He was always playing on his own with the AM, kind of split pushing and getting done elsewhere. But there was little bits of kind of desynchronization.
Yeah, that's I guess that's inexperience. He might be individually skilled, but in terms of using the right abilities, playing with the team, I guess he needs to listen to the captain or get because at one point he was on a top lane just killing the tier 3 tower while DP on a mid lane popped an ulti, and I mean, even if gets the Raxes on mid, his team is gonna Raxes on the top, his team is gonna die, and after that the game is lost. So let's focus on this game. Disruptor again opening for CIS team, even though Naga is banned out with the Brewmaster. I guess they picked the Brewmaster because of the Disruptor. Cancels the Brew, one of the better heroes have against.
You've picked a counter to a hero that
but the hero is strong overall. A little bit of nerfed in the previous like 2-3 patches, but still decent hero, especially if he hit that good timing on a Blink Dagger. But he needs some help, or needs to be Nature's Prophet or something strong. So I'm not sure if they want to go like one of the better heroes to go is Clockwork, but the OG goes with something they're really good with. Rezo plays a really mean gyro. Tusk, still one of my favorites, and I think one of the best heroes. I would top 2 heroes in this patch right now, because he has everything. Hero that can gank from fog. Once he hits level 2, he is definitely in the game. Ice shards, in my opinion, needs some nerf. Them lasting 7 seconds is
10 seconds
way too
remaining.
much and too easy to execute.
Do you think some of the mid lane changes, the towers, you know,
5 seconds remaining.
maybe a bit of a nerf to Tusk, just with the way that players kind of position around the mid lane now, a little more difficult to kind of cases,
That's true, but
it's still ridiculously good.
Yeah, like the nerf that he received made no sense to me whatsoever.
But
He can't use the snowball while rooted.
Yeah.
There's no root mechanics besides, let's say, Ember Spirit, Lone Druid, and the Road of Atos. Anything else pop to my mind right now?
Like Troll Trap when you've got a Helm of the Dominator, but that's super inconsistent.
Yeah, net. Still, it's not
limited.
Yeah, it's still, I don't know, 3 and hit from invisibility. That's really not reliable.
Well, away in the draft we go. DK Rubik removed. Juggernaut now banned out. G, which is a pretty interesting one. So heroes for Fly we're kind of looking towards now with a Gyro and a Tusk. They've set up their lanes pretty well. Could see, you know, numerous things from Fly. I don't feel like we see much Shadow Shaman anymore. He got hit pretty hard with a nerf.
Oh, Shadow Shaman feels so sad at the moment, especially in the early levels. Even though once he gets the levels up, it's the same hero. But the level 1, 2, 3 feel like he
5 seconds.
Very
remaining.
situational against, you know, like Shackles. You can maybe go for that, but bring potentially towards you Witch Doctors and stuff like that for Fly to bring out. Maybe even a little Phoenix. 3 effect their turn to pick Disruptor, Brewmaster, some big team fight ultis.
OGs,
Start focusing on your laning prowess, and the Viper will do exactly that. Winner for effect, and also one of these mid-game action makers, along with Brew Disruptor. A very nice convergence of timings, it feels.
Yeah, Viper is
10
one of the
seconds
heroes
remaining.
that's kind of again on the rise, even with the different item build,
5
because
seconds remaining.
every single team right now has 2 cores, sometimes even 3 scaling cores. One is placed on the off lane. But right now, with level 20 talent plus 100 DPS strike and the Aghanim Scepter with that lower cooldown and deals 1.2k damage that cannot be dispelled. Yeah, there's the Witch Doctor you were talking about for Fly. A lot of sustain. Good laner overall. One of the heroes that can do pretty much anything. Scales well in mid and late game with Tusk, Witch Doctor.
10 seconds
Easy
remaining.
Easy combos to pull off. Both of them have saving capabilities.
5
Yeah,
seconds
especially up against the
remaining.
Viper, right? You've got the Snowball to maybe, you know, dodge away from Static Storm or a Kinetic Field, even a Viper Strike if you can get the timing down. But then you've also got Witch Doctor with Voodoo Restoration. We've often seen Witch Doctor as a counter to Viper and Doom. 2 heroes with that damage over time. You get that Viper Strike out, Witch Doctor could very well just counteract your maneuvers. Ooh. The hero we don't see too much of nowadays, is it? Checker comes out.
Yeah, that hero relies so much on Dagger, but on the other hand, not necessarily at all. With the Fisher, he can disrupt fights. Earthshaker position 4 is actually poor man's Tusk. It's a worse version of it because Ice Shards is so much easier to pull off. Plus, on level 2, if you compare these heroes, Tusk and what he does. Plus, also his third spell. People don't talk about that, but if you have heroes that
5 seconds
can't
remaining.
kill the Sigil, like these 3, besides Viper, none of them actually damaged attack rate.
Yeah.
Also, now that Tinker is picked up, they don't have any vision heroes. I mean, they have Thunderstrike, but that's not a vision hero. Brewmaster provides some vision in team fights, but they might consider banning out the Storm Spirit as well because they don't have too much lockdown for. These stuns are not reliable, so easy to dodge. Ball lightning, it's easy.
10
Easy to
seconds
dodge,
remaining.
and
A good way to
Storm.
jump the
Yeah.
Tinker, right?
5 seconds remaining.
OG, S4's hero. Back. Pick up, what are they looking for? Brew off lane, Earthshaker in that kind of 4 role like you were looking at. Viper could be safe lane, so
yeah,
they'll be looking for that mid lane here
they
for
need
effect.
some vision hero that can catch Tinker. Other one that comes to mind, Puck provides decent vision, or Zeus. But if they pick up Zeus, I think their lanes are gonna be not that good, and they don't scale. Even though Zeus is one of the heroes, he gets a lot of super annoying.
Considered one of the kind of natural counters to think Nimbus. Magnum Scepter, very, very good at catching trees. You know, so often we talk about the kind of catch on Tinker or the vision around Tinker, but it's a combination of those, right? You need some vision to find him, then long-range initiation through Glimpse or Echo, whatever it may be. Stop him from rearming around the map. So very good at Lifestealer. Final ban there in OG. That signal or indicate anything really for you, or is that just, we've got a gyro, we've got a Tinker, this magic damage we need to put out? Magic immunity along with a Juggernaut.
They could go for an offlaner, say a Tide Hunter, maybe even Centaur. They love to run it. Tide Hunter might not be the best idea because of the Disruptor. It kind of cancels them. Easy to pull off the combo this way, especially against Earthshaker. Batrider is such a good, even if he hits block, fly over it.
10 seconds remaining.
Good catch up against Brew and the Viper. So banning out the Lifestealer and the Juggernaut now makes a lot more sense with Bat coming out. Removing 2 of the key heroes there that deal with Bat in lane. Now if you want something that actually does well, you know, you're looking at a Weaver, a Slark, but do these heroes fit in with effect? Weaver does to some extent. Again, you're looking at this kind of lack of lockdown, the natural Lincoln's carrier there, or just damage dealer through Dragonlance and the Fusel Blade. You can put him 1v1 against the Bat and then maybe play more aggressively with your Earthshaker and disrupt the lanes.
The thing is, they lack a vision hero, but what they can do, Weaver provides kind of vision with bugs on a Tinker, and they don't have too much catch for Weaver. Also does well in the laning stage against Strider, but they can also have a different approach with Viper on a safe lane and just Storm Spirit on a mid lane.
They do have some options here, a few out wards. OG, we've got their full draft in front of us. Tinker, Bat, Gyro, Witch Doctor, Tusk. A lot of magic damage, you know, 90% magic damage. Effect, likely to start picking up BKBs early on their Brew and their Viper, and that never feels good, but feels kind of necessary in this kind of game, as the final hero will be a Luna.
Select your heroes.
Well, this hero also provides vision with her passive ability during the nighttime. It's easy to fight. That's a lot of team fight abilities.
With the Ags, pretty good against the Tinker as well.
That's true. The Death Star, as we like to call it. I gotta say, I'm more of in favor of OG's lineup because they don't have any kind of count to a Tinker, and Sigil, Witch Doctor, Batrider, Rezo with the Rock, they provided a lot of vision. The vision game
10 seconds
won from OG just by the heroes.
So to deal with this, you feel that Effect need to win potentially 2 out of their 3 lanes just to try and get a leg up in this game.
Bottom lane, it's gonna be alright for Brewmaster because Earthshaker is gonna block him. The XP on the bottom lane, top lane, Tusk, Batrider. These supports should be careful. Engaging on Batrider. If Tusk rotates, easy to the game paused again.
No.
Nope.
Hey, your internal clock is about right. 2 seconds off, give or take. Game number 1 we go. Best of 3, of course, now as we get into the lower bracket. Past all the best of 1s.
It's not made in Swiss.
Made in Croatia.
Made in Croatia. That's not really reliable sound quality.
Prepare for battle.
At least you have a Thai name there.
What do we have? Oh, Thai.
The cravat.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you pronounce Croatian, your native tongue?
Cravata.
I like learning. Learning with Lacoste.
One-on-one lesson.
It-
Right? That's much you can learn, but still.
You're earning your day
It's a
rate.
show
here, mate.
that lasts for a minute and a half, and it's only once
Facebook
per
exclusive.
year. Yeah, yeah.
Facebook exclusive. All right, quick smoke. OG ready to fight. Quick shards out as well, and Disruptor. I think you may be in for a bad
Yeah,
time.
look at the duration of the shot. They can just leave the kill. 7 seconds, level 1 shards, all right, why not? I expect this to be fixed in the next. Doesn't sound right.
I like the way you say fixed and not nerfed or changed or balanced because
It's not right, that's
it's
why.
not right. It needs to be
Oh, look
fixed.
at Jarek's. The first time I actually see this ward. He ate a tree and planted the ward.
Does that block the camp as well? It does, right?
Yeah,
Very cool.
Battle
and it gives. Look at the vision it gives. It gives actually vision to the rune.
Oh, so it does. That is really nice. Bottle cost. What are we looking for bounty
No
runes?
good spot, Jarek's.
I mean, you noticed it, but yeah.
Look at Jarek's again, blocking with the tusk. And that hero has everything. This is why this hero is mostly first picked or
Save,
more
catch,
banned out.
attack speed, slow, vision, trap,
Goes through a BKB.
BKB piercing, doesn't miss. All wonderful stuff. We're going to block again for S4, so no equilibrium shenanigans down with the drags, but with the blocks, the ice shards will do the trick. So laning setup, what are we looking at? Resolution and fly up top, Afterlife already down to half HP. Lane, mid lane, no tail up against Afaninja. Viper with King R lurking around in that passive Earthshaker mid-roll that we've come to know and love over the past 4 or 5 years. Sit there, you're Fisher, you're ready to go. Blocking. Can't pull anymore though, unfortunately. Short time down at bottom. S4. Napalm stacks. And out thick and fast onto Kuman and Hidden there. Self a decent amount of CS experience and a bit of gold as Afterlife does die up at top lane, mid lane. Creep dragging going on. Oh, no tail. Battering heads together. Quick laser as well. For life. Wanders back up.
Oh, he gets the off. Trying to find the flask to get off the Viper. Couldn't find it. Yeah, if Tusk rotates bottom right now, he just needs level 2. With the Batrider, they can score easy kill.
Losing so much HP top just to a Maledict and a few fly. Pretty a good start to this laning stage from OG. Get even more with the bounty runes coming up now. Jerax gets the double. Already sniped this one out. Sees Afterlife coming, so could go for another Maledict, and he does in fact. Afterlife claps and crits twice back, in fact, onto Fly. Cask is now needed. Dip away from here. Pull off. Doesn't look like it. Fly drags the creep back away. Mid lane though, No Tail facing off against Afaninja, but it's the Fisher that will trap No Tail and Jirax, but with the rockets they will secure a kill. Tusk is level 2.
Tusk just got level 2. Kill him with the... interesting build on things though. Magic Wand against Viper, who doesn't use any spell, doesn't get any charges. I mean, the region you get from Magic Wand is really good. I mean, it's more of a, I guess, gank attempt, so you can survive once they go for you. Not what you usually see. It's a no-tail. He always does.
It feels like it's become the norm on almost.
It's a must-have item.
Yeah, one drain drops. Who cares about bottle? Buy bottle later. Travel. Can. Life really not having a good laning stage. 2-0, level 2.5. Struggling immensely against Fly, who has pretty much zoned him solo out of this lane. Towards bottom again. King R does move in to try and deal with S4, but this Batrider in the trees Now with the shards, 6 stick charges, 1 charges, ready for Kuman.
Oh,
Used,
nice
and now with
dodge.
the glimpse back, dodged by Jirax Snowball, they'll get the kill.
Jirax God with the dodge on a snowball. Gotta remove that glimpse, and they even get the best kill out of it. It didn't look like the best initiation they could get because Batrider was deep in the forest. This is why Tusk is so much better than Earthshaker.
And they're going to get another one here. King R, only level 2, doesn't have any aftershock, so the sticky napalm coming up. A nice little flame break. King R is pretty much just dead. 0 to 6, OG cruising along in this laning stage so far. No Tail spots out, and Invis Rune realizes that, oh, S4, you've got a bottle, do you? Fair enough. Here, Jirax, grab up that Invis, will you? Back to S4, and off he goes. Invis, Tusk, ready middle lane to make some plays.
He could have used one ball charge before.
No.
No? Alright, he needs 10 mana still. We have enough for a combo.
S4 needs his bottle charge.
I love the bottle on offlaners, not bought too many times. We saw it in a game on Clockwork, not the best example you can give, but this one should work fine. Clockwork is not that mana-dependent hero.
Gyro 2920. Afterlife. Trouble here with a homing missile, the Maledict. Afterlife is just dead, right?
He doesn't even use a cast.
No need. Brewmaster now 0-3-0 in lane. At what point do you say screw it?
And do what? Just disconnect or go jungle?
Go for a smoke break or something. I'm not sure even. Shards mid. Blocks off the ramp. Cask will fly from the Witch Doctor as Alpha Ninja hit by the Maledict and the damage from Tinker. Easy pickings now. 0 to 8. Look for the 9. Jirax chases forward. Shards up in 2 seconds. Be able to line it up from there, but he'll try. King R does duke away to the right-hand side, but
yeah, Witch Doctor also devoured the high ground, so Viper can't attack on the high ground.
Afterlife might die here as well. There's cooldown ready for resolution. Afterlife, oh, he's going to get donked here. Homing missile lands. Jirax ready with a shard just in case they need it, but expenditure of mana is very important to keep in mind, and Jirax holds his spells as he knew Afterlife would die.
Tinker finds region, because why not? 9-0, 4,000 net worth lead, 6 minutes in. This is looking disaster for Team Effect.
Big hefty number there. No Tail, already Soul Ring Wand, about a quarter of the way towards the Boots of Travel recipe. Has been simple execution so far. Effect, what are we looking towards in the future? Level 6s on these heroes, the Eclipse, the Viper Strike, all relatively far away. Afterlife, you know, still level 3.5, looking for that primal split. But you've also got to consider, you were mentioning the importance of the blink on Earthshaker, right? The fact that your cores, the heroes that are farming the lanes are struggling, doesn't bode well for King R.
The play they can go for is to rotate Luna once she hits level 6 with a TP, especially if OG wants to dive, that they can easily score a double kill if they overreact. Other heroes not easy to gank, with Brewmaster cutting the trees so he can have a way out for him, attacking from the fog, ganking those creeps. He needs desperately love. He has brown boots, stout shield, no gold.
King R will move up here and help out a touch. Ninja mid trying to get into the treads. I'd like to see the helm build from him potentially. S4 is able just to sit in this lane untouched, absolute impunity, shards, an uncharacteristic miss there from Jirax. I'm not sure if that was intended, maybe just scared about potential initiation here from the Luna with this Eclipse ready. S4 baiting it out, moving forward aggressively. You can see the 3 heroes here from Effect, very timid and afraid of what's coming around the corner because Fly, Jirax, No Tail, and Resolution, everyone from OG was off the map except for S4 there. They had no idea where anyone was because they're stacking, they're building up bank, Ancients are built up, they've got large caps stacked here for Rezo. So not only are they winning this lane, but they're also
they're stacking that more for a Tinker than Rezo. Tinker is just jungling, stacking as well. Why does this Witch Doctor set always reminds me of a T? It doesn't look like Witch Doctor.
Is it the way it's the shoulder pads, right?
It's just the mask that he has.
Oh, right, yeah. I
over
see
the
that.
face. And the haircut as well.
Templar Doctor with S4. Kuman has the Eclipse. Cask out.
No bounce. Get back.
The retreat. The Fissure is good, though. Doesn't... Oh, no.
No,
what?
it's not.
What? How?
A small gap.
Fly, you are jacked in real life. You are a big man. You would not have fit through there, but Witch Doctor, very slight and delicate.
That's a Witch Assassin. That's why he could sneak away.
The 1 pixel hero body model. Man, oh man. Jirax now gets a bit of time bottom lane to soak up some experience, but a kill attempt middle. No Tail, a big one. A Fissure will come through. No Tail lasers up Kuman, but the damage from the Viper will be enough to finally bring down the Tink. Get the counter initiation in from Fly. Not quite good enough, especially once S4 glimpse, but the snowball brings him back in to the battle, but there's no continuation. The shards won't trap anyone inside, and S4 forced the Firefly up to his own ramp. Effect, they get 1, but that's a heavy commitment to bring everyone in. But they've bought a bit of time here for Afterlife to get his 6, get a bottle. Things looking a little bit better. A glimmer of hope here for Effect.
Yeah, they should try to rotate someone on top and get a kill on... I don't know if they can get a kill on Gyro. Because with the Phase Boots, Drums, Magic Wand, charges, level 10, pretty hard to take down, even if they rotate. With Luna ulti, they can.
He's level what?
Level 10, 10 minutes in, man. That's Rezo right there.
Oh, he's up 600 net worth or so ahead of the Luna. Luna and Viper doing reasonably well.
You know what they say, if his level is on the clock, same as the clock.
Yeah? What do they say?
I can't finish that one, but...
What do they say about
he's
man with
ready
big
to
shoes?
give some rockets.
Absolutely. Get them flying out across the air. Speedy rocket. Resolution. Rushing straight into a BKB. I mean, usually when you rush into a BKB, it's a sign of desperation, but it feels like in this game, it's a sign of we want to end this game very quickly.
Everything they have is magical damage besides some right clicks from Viper. Luna doesn't provide any right clicks at the moment. Tinker, BOTs, Blink Dagger on Batrider. It's time to... Okay, they might not need to smoke up.
Pretty good position here. With No Tail forcing this wave in. Some kind of event mounted by Effect.
Yeah, Gyro has no mana right now, but they try to find him. They're smoked. That could be a big kill.
Oh. No, now. So, gets pinged out by his teammate. Jirax says, get out. Tinker will arrive. Lay down some layers of march here as Rezo swung down towards bottom lane, looking for a bit more damage on the tier 1 there. Unable, so far, Effect, to find or catch No Tail. This march might give them a good idea of where he is. King R, yeah, he's standing in the little machines there. Doesn't throw the Fissure or anything, so they are unaware of what's happening.
He could have been standing here, but considering how March was going, he could have known.
Madden drags Rezo back in with the Eclipse going forward. Rezo's in the tree, so Kuman cannot get the job done. Now the call down to the Rockets, just about catching. Kuman is dead and the lasso will land. S4 drags him back into the hands of Maiden and down go 3 of Effect around this tier 1. Very swift retribution as it was Effect, again, trying to set up a play of their own, but coming in just one by one, filtering through. OG, the meat grinder.
Words can't describe how bad this initiation was, but numbers can. 3 out of 10. you okay there, Jerry?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Dummy.
5,000 net worth lead. OG is playing really well. OG is one of the teams that reads enemy movement amazingly, especially Jerax. I think Jerax is providing that info and the fly. Jerax is always that one guy that breaks the smokes. If you just look at positioning that he does, pretty insane.
Yeah, he was the one pinging Rezo saying, hey, don't stand here.
Yeah.
Get out. Dire Obs wards. Very deep in for this mid-tier 1 as S4 sets up. 30 seconds for the lasso, though. But the fact that Effect, you know, they're bringing 4 heroes top. Tinker alone is able to clear the wave and defend the tower. Means that the rest of OG have the map free to themselves to do whatever the hell they want. Now N0tail back in towards mid. Like the Old Spice commercial. Look at me, look over there, look back to me again. He's just everywhere.
Well, that's the problem I was talking about. They don't have a vision hero that deals with Tinker. They have nothing to initiate with. Especially once he gets the Blink Dagger up. Look at the N0tail positioning. He's always there in the freeze, stopping that push, or he actually finds Kuman.
Direct. With the help of Tinker here, I don't think they can continue on. Rockets, oh, that's a Sigil flying over. Oh, S4's arriving, now they can. Picking Napalm there, Blink Lasso available, but not needed. Clean him up with the Firefly and the Napalm. Burnt to a crisp. Poor little Luna. I mean, what's Luna sitting at now? Mask of Madness not even completed, 14.5 minutes in, but the chase is not done just yet. The call down onto King R with the shards forward. Traps the Earthshaker, but separates out the Brewmaster. Now the Lasso, catching out the Disruptor in the back. That means there's no Static Storm just yet. He'll turn and throw. S4 trapped inside with the Viper Strike there. They will bring down the offlaner at least. Snowball attempt to save, not going to be completed, but he will roll in and try and take down the Brewlings as the Gyro, broken but not defeated, will now try to get the job done, but a quick cyclone forward and Earthshaker respawning means a Fisher will land. Tusk caught, shards in there, keeps his teammates safe, sacrifices his life for the greater good, even if it wasn't intended.
Another smoke break from JRX. They just smoked. This is what I'm talking about. He's always there reading the movement, where they're going, where they're gonna place the ward. That's a full BKB on Gyro, even though they... Who got killed? S4 and JRX. They're not feeding away too much gold. Meanwhile, Luna finishes Mask of Madness, at least she bought for stuff. But they should play around Luna's ulti. Blink Dagger on Panda is up. No split right now, but split is up. They should try to find something.
Does feel like OG though, with a Blink Dagger nearly here for Tinker. A smoke up aggressively through the Roshan pit area towards this top Radiant Shrine. They'll break the high ground here, and the smoke also will get popped, but a quick blink away from Afterlife gains him security. The Fisher will also buy a bit of time for the rest of them to escape, but the call down from Resolution diving in deep. King R obliterated. One more hit from S4. The Flame Break might do the trick here, as it does burn down little by little, while in the back end it was Fly, in fact, with a quick Death Ward that dispatches the Brewmaster. 2 for nothing special and a tier 1 tower on top. JRX able to control that mid wave and take a look at N0tail. Splitting bottom, making sure they don't lose a single tower.
Because they don't have any catch for that Tinker, and the OG knows it, so they can actually keep playing aggressive. Like Brezo, this game 2000 ahead of everyone.
Sitting pretty up at the top. Effect. How are we looking for ultis? Primal split in 5 seconds time. Please be holding smoke on one of your heroes. No smokes. Should be looking to buy one and maybe go and make a play with... There we go. Pike is done for Alpha Ninja. Kuman has that ulti ready like you were talking about. Try and utilize that Eclipse as often possibly can. The trouble is, you can go for these smokes, but quite often OG, like you're saying, not just JRX popping them, but their deep vision here, potentially, going to be spotting out the smokes. Like, look at the
boys from OG, they know how to... Look at this. These are the wards that I was talking about that I like the most. This one, it gives you the... where they are, the chicken, and this one, that's the same ward as this one. So
you take a look at the minimap, the lines are drawn. Fly pings that Disruptor, he's like, hey, that guy has a smoke, we see them, they're off the map, where have they gone? Draw some lines, they're ganking into our jungle.
Breaking the smoke again.
He does get glimpsed up, but he'll walk out of the field and now he's fine. No connection there from Effect. And that isn't just a smoke wasted. That's a good minute and a half, 2 minutes of preparation, setup, pushing out these waves, buying a smoke, smoking, gathering up, moving into position. And what do they get? That's sweet FA.
That's just insane, man. What he does. But I mean, the wards help out. Still, these wards provide so much vision where they're moving, especially when you see 2 camps being farmed. So it gives you a gank potential and also time to do whatever you want because you can just farm, counter gank.
Man, we've got a Yasha done. There we go. Luna. Slowly trying to slide up that slippery pole, the net worth board.
I think Luna should just skip Manta style for now and get a BKB. She needs to have a BKB. Everything they have is magical damage.
Blink onto the Brewmaster though. He has his split. Might be forced to use it here as long as he can get out of the chain stun. The homing missile. I can't believe that just happened. I mean, OG on another level here up against Effect, honestly. 3-18. Bat Rider with a Thunder Strike taking off his Blink Dagger. He's ready now to jump in. Potentially the Glimpse is there, the Blink away, and S4 is out. Still 2 lanes shoving into tier 2. So it's not just this mid tower, it's also a transition. A shift up towards top if they need it. Tinker TPing in aggressively, blinking as well, but he's got a Force Staff to get himself out of danger. A double mobility Tinker. This is a classic.
It's a classic when you play against hero like a Clockwork, or if they have, let's say, Storm Spirit, or if they have Tusk. Force Staff is a must-have item. Oh, look at this, man.
Afterlife is dead. Black Cannons. Oh, they don't quite connect. Resolution with the BKB there. The cooldown will come through. Maiden trapped in the trees with Afterlife. They're hugging in a little teddy bear picnic, but they will not be able to kill these two off. Hiding away. Finally safe.
Jarek's trying to find the kill. This is 12,000 network lead, 20 minutes in. SNY, BKB, Gyro with drums, Aquila. So this opens up a Roche, but I think they don't want to risk it because Effect has a good lineup to fight around the Roche.
Say that. I'm looking for the blink timing on King R right now. Just 100 gold away. Give him some farming time. Don't make him chase around. Don't lead him on these, you know, wild goose chases against OG. Just farm his blink. Find a moment for him to use it. Everything will be good.
Bat Rider with another Force Staff, so that's double force, plus he has a haste. That Luna just showed up. That's a dead Luna.
That is crying shame for Kuman now. Even the Tinker comes in to get involved and secure the kill. OG converging in for the tier 2 bottom lane. Leaving that top one open and ready, but they know that Effect can't sneak a Roshan with their heroes, right? There's no way they're going to smoke in and steal it, so playing on the opposite side of the map, it doesn't feel like there's any kind of detriment for OG. They can play wherever they want and everything's fine. In fact, we knew they had to kind of win 2 out of the 3 lanes potentially. Losing all 3 of the lanes definitely puts them back quite significant. We're looking now, 15k lead at 21 minutes. They'll try and bring down this top tier 1 by cutting waves. You can already see S4 Rider deep in behind enemy lines. Catch someone who's farming in behind. Fly with a cast forward. Disruptor. Death warded down and likely to just fall. The Static Storm is there onto Tinker, but unable to kill him just yet.
Snowball ready.
I've got a snowball save, but there's the Cyclone. Well done indeed. They do finally bring down Notel, but at what cost? Rezo killing off someone in the back end. Fly looking to drop here as the Viper does get a number of kills. Dirac traps Afterlife in the shards. Viper TPing away. The homing missile will follow all the way to base, but Afterlife will be a secured kill as the snowball flies through. OG, they lose 2 there, so almost doubling the kills that Effect have gathered, but now losing your Brew, the Primal Split, being the Viper alive, pretty important, but well, decent for OG. It is a swing towards Effect.
Well, Brewmaster got a lot of gold from that, so he decided to go for Midas, which will help him level up. He needs levels. If this game drags somehow to one point, the Brewmaster with, let's say, level 20, level 25 talent can actually change the game, but it's a long run.
Yeah, that Primal Split cooldown is actually...
Yeah, the problem is that they're not fighting with Luna. Like, Luna is involved in 1 kill. Like, you did not see any good Eclipses this game at all. Feels like a non-factor, though. Just needs to continue farming. Hopefully, yeah, she actually changed to a BKB instead of Manta Cell because she wants to be in a position where she can actually deal the damage with that. The Manta Cell she can't. She's just gonna get bursted.
OG have some sentries here. Fly. Time to place one of those down, my dude, because in comes Disruptor. I don't think they know he's here. Usually when there's 3 heroes around and the clap happens, you're like, oh, there's an enemy hero here. But Maiden in there doesn't get the Aegis, unfortunately. Now he's revealed and he's trapped inside. The Dire kill Roshan and Rezo, the faster clicker, gets the Aegis of the Immortal.
Yeah, Rezo has... Did you watch that video from NS? I didn't know half of that stuff even exists. The rune clicker. You can click about the cheats. He had a good video about it. You can't pick up the room.
Oh, the cheats, yeah.
Yeah, someone's standing close.
There's some interesting things out there, aren't there? Rezo breaking high ground now.
Rezo's farm is just... The amount of the farm he finds on the map, even though he had a couple of stacks, not too many.
Effect they're holding on, even at such a deficit. OG still
Holding
unable.
on to their pants, right?
Yeah. Trying to make sure they don't fall down. OG all lubed up and ready to go. They're high ground at this point, but
well,
another smoke doesn't feel like it's going to do anything. You know, usually in these positions, you're like, okay, they're going to smoke, they're going to go and try and find a pick, convert that into something else. But it doesn't feel like they've got anywhere to go.
Yeah, they're stuck in their base. They need the 2 BKBs. Viper is getting close to one, so is Luna. They should not take a fight until they farm that. And the Earthshaker has a Blink Dagger, level 11. Look at the Ward.
Sees everything. Hey, they know the movements from mid down towards bottom lane. The smoke here from OG does get popped. Earthshaker, he blinks to the east, back into the Disruptor, but the snowball is there. Glimpse away, maybe buys enough time here. Yes, it will. Disruptor escapes. Viper. All the way back to home. It's just this cutting of the map from OG, systematically breaking down effects, so they literally have nowhere to farm, nowhere to hide, apart from in their base. That process of elimination. You clear out every single lane.
If you watch Jarex playing Tusk, his talent tree always goes for 40 XP gain plus snowball damage. When we were in Manila, I asked him why he always goes for that. He feels like gold per minute is sometimes more necessary. Said that XP gain is better because it gets you to level 15 faster, but with the snowball damage, ice shards and the snowball, you can shout out the waves. You kill the whole creep wave, plus you get a lot of stats with the more levels you get, so more mana, more status resist from the strength, more HP, of course. A lot of... I've seen a couple of players picking up GPM.
Yeah, you know, a ward a minute doesn't really sound that amazing, but the difference maker if you're building into these bigger items. Oh, Afterlife blinking away here, does get it off, but there's the Spirit Vessel in. Track down with a Sigil. The backup is arriving, but I'm not sure if it's fast enough. Can you punch him?
Nope.
Jirax, you've turned, and you haven't been able to catch, so Afterlife self out. Jirax, my bad, don't give up. Look at that camaraderie inside the OG squad. They don't care too much. Afterlife gets out, but they'll look for more in the mid lane. S4, no tail, moving forward, looking for the Viper. Tracked back by Madden there. Disruptor. There's a little bit of space, but they've got a big target here. The Brew blown up. Afterlife barely gets his split off. But this is a defensive split. Gyro in the air, stun out onto the S4 back. The trouble is, this is not one you can use to set up a team fight for yourself. This bottom lane, Kuman pops his BKB. Lucent Beam in with the Eclipse as well. Jirax and No Tail, they bail out because they have baited. Some big cooldowns there, back towards middle lane. Look at this. Cyclone still going on the Gyrocopter. Alpha Ninja coming in here with the Viper.
No BKB, no Panda, nor Luna ulted. They should just try to take a fight and finish the game from here.
Definitely feels that way. Static Storm is good, but what do they have to follow up with it? Resolution just pops his BKB, right-clicks the tower. He doesn't really care too much. There's the damage of the flat cannon flying in with the rockets as well. Projectiles spamming in towards this Radiant side. Tinker caught with a break now, can't blink away. Force Staff down to the low ground though, and he's perfectly fine as Jirax caught again with another Toxin. The Blink Echo onto Rezo, but that's just ages gone. The Gyro will pop back up as the Death Wall from Fly in on top of their heads. Alpha Ninja dropping low in jumps Afterlife. Not sure what he's up to, but Rezo will be unable to kill him off. The homing missile close to donking him. The shards will do the job. There's Jirax securing a wonderful kill for OG, as Afterlife does have that buyback, but at this point feels too little too late with no split. No Static Storm. He will be forced to use it, though, to try and defend the racks. The Marcher down, and Kuman runs forward into the lasso, into the March, and into destruction as Kuman is brought down yet again. 0-5-1 on your Luna as Afterlife's dieback will surely secure a Game 1 victory here for OG.
Luna has a buyback, though, but I think it's too late at this point.
Jirax is on a triple kill, Lacoste. You've been bigging him up all game long. And he's coming out on top now. Low HP, but he'll slap around the racks a little bit more. Along with Fly, the two supports making short work of the buildings. One lane of racks down, 2 to go, and OG still sticking around. There's the Spirit Vessel getting Rezo back up to a decent chunk of HP. No tail.
Plus, it increases healing, so he just uses Spirit Vessel, then they use Witch Doctor heal plus Bottle, and he's suddenly a full HP.
Feels good.
Jarex found like 3,000 gold in that fight. And he's level 20.
Yeah, classic, you know. Snowball speed is up. Shards onto Madden there. Disruptor and the Earthshaker trapped in for the Rockets and the Marks to do their work.
He's almost the same level as Gyro.
It is pretty crazy. I don't know if you remember, but there was a little period where a lot of Chinese teams were running off-lane Tusk, and they would... It was Wings. It was Wings specifically that did it a lot as well, and they would just rush towards that level 15, get the 40 experience gain by a Hand of Midas, and they'd be like level 20 while their mid lane or their safe lane is like level 12 or something.
So, one shrine is down, 2 set of Praxis. I don't know what they need to actually come back into the game. They have Luna. She has Aghanim Scepter queued up. That could be a difference. But they need vision, and it's not gonna be easy because they have, what, 1, 2, 4 staffs? 3 4 staffs, actually, outside of OG.
Oh man, Disruptor wants to come and play, but Tinker definitely does not. 4 staffs out of the field in the storm and gets himself back out of danger. No tail with the outplay there, and the Shards and Afterlife going to do some amazing work as the TP back in with the lasers and the rockets look to secure the kill on Afterlife, not even popping his ulti, realizing that another defensive one wouldn't do anything at all. 1 minute, 50 seconds, in fact. The respawn.
That's a full fly on Rezo.
21,000 net worth on this Gyro. Tinker with one of the freest games of his life as well, 6-2 and 12. And it all comes back to the draft, you know.
Now, look at the No-Tail. Even has Dual Sep. Like super ultra. It doesn't get more defensive than that. Plus he has two extra 4 staffs and the Glimmer Cape on Witch Doctor. So he can play as aggressive as he wants.
Basically, OG are untouchable.
Oh, that wasn't his Yule Scepter, I'm sorry.
Oh, who did he give it to?
He was bringing it to Batrider.
Ah, oh, that makes a little more sense. I mean, No-Tail did just finish off the Bloodstone, moving into the Scythe of Vice now. Perfect. High ground hold. The trouble is you're doing this against a Batrider, so if S4 ever so sneakily catches a glimpse of you, that could just be the end of the game. As we take a look at the buyback status, Radiant side, Luna is the only one to have buyback at this point. Level 12 is here for Earthshaker, so the 2 points in Echo Slam ready. Going to take some kind of wondrous miracle. Fact. Back into this game, or even just win a team fight. Rezo holds on his own up at the front, falls back now as No-Tail glimpse. Nothing done though, no follow through here from Effect. Just toying with him a little bit, but Jirak, what's he doing? What is he up to? You little devil. Who, man?
Can actually...
Can they kill the Luna?
He can.
He can't alone, right? They need a Tinker.
That's level 3 Walrus.
About to dissipate. Tinker will TP in on him. For a catch onto someone. There's the courier. Not sure where it's flying to. Over to the secret shop over here. Is it rapier time or something? Oh, it's the Aghanim point booster. Yeah. Courier will manage to make his way over, but top lane slowly being broken down here, grind by grind. OG, every lane pushing in. Effect, 1 lane to defend. Who cares about mid and top?
Ah, No-Tail knew what's up. He actually TP'd to his secret shop.
So what do you do now as a Luna? You just buy Chrysalis?
Something. Yeah, just buy
anything you can, but the Eclipse comes out, but Kuman dropping low. This is incredibly bad. 400 HP with no damage done to OG. S4 escaped with half of his HP, and now the 4 staff away. No-Tail back on the high ground after the glimpse, so the Primal Split is used. And honestly, now all you've got is the Blink Echo Static Storm.
They're just toying with them at this point. Blinking in, blinking out. Forcing in and out.
And an easy tier 3 here for Rezo.
Yeah, Team OG right now is working for In-N-Out burgers. Did you try those burgers?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yep.
The fries aren't very good. Burgers are not. There's the Blink Lasso, Force Staff into the Maledict, the Blink Echo in from Earthshaker will land but not do too much. The punch back, the Static Storm catches Rezo now with a field, but the laser in onto Appanage means that everything has been pretty much mitigated. The double Force Staff Resolution clips back into danger, but can they finish him off? Yes, they will finally bring him down, but the rest of the team is dying. Double buyback now from the Viper and the Luna, but a triple kill from Big Daddy No Tail. An Ultra now for the Tinker as the Viper and the Luna move on forward. The Snowball save comes out from Jirax, and King R jumps in. He gets the enchant totem onto a couple, but it's not enough just yet. Another Glimmer Cape onto No Tail, but he will have to suicide. A double buyback from Effect will get them 2 big kills, but with a Bloodstone on Tinker, he's alive in 3 seconds time. He'll be back into the fight in no time whatsoever with a Snowball back in. Jirax will catch an Alpha Ninja. He needs to pray to every god available because he will die. OG 38-7. Absolute slaughter.
Yeah, this was one of the biggest stomps I've seen in quite some time. The vision game from OG was